Good evening, everyone. Phil here, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Sunday, the 17th of November, 2024. A great streaming day. Although, there were some developments that I feel like everyone should be made aware of. Not necessarily awful developments or anything like that, but I feel like it's time to bring it up. So let's do it. Let's first of all recap everything that happened today. Well, first off, we started today with a chill level 1 podcast recapping my day off yesterday with some updates about various different things, especially including my PC, which is having some problems. So I'm, excuse me, really hoping we can find a good deal around Black Friday / Cyber Monday for a new streaming and capture PC for me, because this thing is having hard drive issues and it's really on its last legs, I feel. So it is definitely time, okay? But then we talked a lot about the Game Awards because the Game Awards are in a lot of hot water for various different reasons. The fact that apparently this year they're including DLCs and remakes as, Game of the Year and award contenders when they never were before. This year, they are not listing who their jury is of people who are voting on games mysteriously because they've always done so before. And lastly, did you know that Jeff Keighley is trying to patent the word Game Awards so no one else can ever use it? So if you want the full skinny on that, it was already in the podcast from this morning, but I also broke that big segment out. It was like 20 some minutes. I broke it out as its own highlight, and I'm going to upload it overnight to the channel as well. So you don't have to skim through the entire podcast. If you're not interested, you can just catch the highlight. Okay. So after that, we started with my first gameplay stream, which was Bloodborne. The attendance today was great. We actually had almost 400 viewers on the YouTube side. We had something like 50 viewers on the Kick side. So really what I'm noticing is attendance of my streams is based on the game. It's not really based on me. It's not really based on that. It's just the game. If the game is something more riveting to see me play, more people show up. And if it's not, then less people show up, right? That just seems to be the pattern now. So, it went really well. We did a lot today. Like, it's going to be hard for me to remember. We went to the abandoned old workshop. So got the umbilical cord piece. We cleared out the entire path to Amelia. We fought Amelia. I went to the west and unlocked the Hemwick Village. Went to the east and unlocked the way to the Nightmare. Went all the way down the tower, investigated all the alleyways behind the tower, unlocked all the areas to the left of that big gate area where normally you would have to bought the symbol, but I didn't buy the symbol. I went the back way because I saved blood echoes. We did all that. Cleared out the entire Hemwick Village, including the witch's boss, and more. So basically, a lot of progress today, like really big progress. Next time around, I have so many choices. I could do the jail, which we skipped for now, but we can go back. I could do the Nightmare, which would be crazy because that's probably going to be really hard for where I am in my level. Or we could continue on in the Forbidden Woods. Like, we have many options of what to do next. Here's what happened. By the end of the stream, no exaggeration, we had about maybe, I want to say it was like $60 in support. I could be wrong, but I think it was around $60, and it was like 15 minutes left till the end of the stream. All right? And just as it's about to end, Emil came back. If you don't remember, Emil is someone who used to be on the streams a lot and used to support in big ways. Sometimes doing big tips, sometimes gifting a ton of memberships. Emil's been around for years, on and off, supporting my streams, and they came back. And not only did they come back and do a giant member bomb that got us over the goal, but also became a member again because they hadn't renewed their membership in a while. So I was like, oh, that's cool. We welcomed back Emil. But it was close. Like, I'm not kidding. We had 15 minutes to go, and Emil came in with that kind of, last-minute support. So that was awesome, and we hit 69 straight streams of hitting the goals. Then on the late stream tonight, it was COD Black Ops 6, and I had the goal of getting the AKIMBO GS handguns. I forget, it's the GS model, there's a number to it, but I forget. It's the GS handguns. I wanted to get that, and then also tonight, Season 1 is launched, and that means there's 3 new maps in the game, and Warzone. But we're not doing Warzone tonight, it was just multiplayer. So essentially what I did the daily challenges, we got the AKIMBO handguns and played with them a few times. Sadly, the new maps, some of them are not good with the AKIMBO handguns and some are. So I kind of got like a little bit, I basically made a build now with the AK again because we unlocked the AK-74 again tonight. And of course, it's a super good assault rifle. So I started using that again. to get kill streaks, and now it has the thermal scope unlocked because we had already unlocked it the first go before I prestiged. We unlocked a whole bunch of levels and things now that I've prestiged, so it was good. It was great progress night. Saw some of the new maps. Of course, there was lag and rage, but I did pretty good kill death ratios pretty much all night. But again, we literally got to the end of the stream. We were in the last 2 matches of the night, so the last arguable 15-20 minutes, and we only raised $50. And I said to everyone again, it's okay if the streak ends. And then as I'm playing, Adam, DBZ90s man, who has been a staple of my streams, who has been supporting me huge with these super chats over the last month, did a giant super chat. Giant. Which put us over the goal, but then announced publicly he's not going to be on streams anymore. He is going to watch my content on demand behind the scenes, but he can't be on the streams anymore. He's basically getting very busy with his family. So that's it. He's not going to be around to do super chats anymore. So here's the deal, all right? Here's what I need to be. I'm going to be as transparent, upfront, honest with the audience as I can in this video, and I'm going to make sure that people know that this video is important. We have now had 70 straight streams of support hitting these goals. Before that, we had maybe like a dozen, then like 7. Then before that, it was like 41. So you got to understand that since August, you guys have been tremendously supportive of me. All right. Now, obviously, it's got to end at some point. Considering the fact that I'm making some observations, here's the observations. Almost every stream these days, we've got a decent amount of support, but we're not hitting the goal. And then all of a sudden, last minute, someone comes in, supports, and we go over. But it's always a last minute thing by like 1 or 2 individuals that puts us over. If you haven't noticed, this has been a very big pattern that's happened over the last week or 2 weeks. At first, it wasn't like that. It was like support here, support here, support here, support here. But as you've noticed, it's changing. Particularly, here's what I've noticed on Kick, okay? Lots less support. What I'm seeing on the Kick side of stuff is, you know, we had a few people who were doing huge contributions. You know, notably, Darkside Pimp, Rend, Iron Chef Sakai, just to name a few. There's a few others as well, but those are like the top 3 people who are actively supporting right now on Kick, okay? And when they come in, they would do giant member bombs, right? I say member bombs, excuse me, sub bombs. So it was much appreciated, but if you haven't noticed, they haven't been around actively. You know, I think Darkside Pimp has been around on and off, but not as much. Rend, we haven't even seen in like a week. I don't know what happened to him. And Iron Chef Sakai comes in from time to time, but not all the time. So the Kick support that I had gotten increased over the last month is kind of dried up and gone now. All right? On the YouTube side, Adam's going to be gone. Emil did come back earlier today, but there's no guarantee Emil's coming back for future streams. He may just pop in from time to time. I feel that now the streak is going to end. And to be completely honest, I think it's going to end tomorrow, because if you don't know, tomorrow is Dragon Age Veilguard, all right? So allow me to tell you tomorrow's schedule, and then allow me to basically let you know my true feelings, okay? Tomorrow on the podcast, it's going to be a great one, because the Game Awards is going to announce all of their nominations, and we're going to go down the list. We're going to go to the website and look through all and address them and see if they sound fair, make sense or not. There's going to be controversy, trust me, because this year, especially, like I said, we just had an election that was entire conservative parties dominating the U.S. government in just a few months. We know the Game Awards is basically dictated and run and voted on by very liberal, progressive people. So I think there's going to be a giant uproar with some of these nominations, particularly if Veilguard gets nominated. So I'm very curious to see what it's going to be, and tomorrow should be a great day, okay? We're going to see how it goes. Then we're going to play Dragon Age Veilguard on the first stream. I'm going to be honest, I think that's the end of the streak, because Veilguard does not even usually bring in 200 viewers, and certainly doesn't bring in a lot of support. It's actually been people like Adam particularly who have actually hit the goals on those streams for us, okay? So unless there's a rallying of support for Veilguard tomorrow, I don't think we're going to hit the goal, and I think it's going to end. I think the streak will end at 70, okay? I could be wrong. I've definitely been wrong before, but I'm not going to go into this with the mentality that it's going to continue forever when we've got most of the support on Kick has dwindled, and we've got a major supporter from the last month and a half who's leaving. I don't see it happening, all right? But the reason I'm telling you this, I want people to be aware of what's going on. Maybe you're someone who's been supporting and hasn't in a bit, and you're like, oh, well, I want the streak to continue. Now is the time, because these people who've been the regulars are not able to maintain forever. Now would be the time to come on stream tomorrow and see if we can keep it going, all right? But here's the deal. if the streak ends tomorrow, it's okay. It's totally fine. I'm not upset. Dude, we had 3+ months of insane, nonstop, over-the-top support. It's allowed me to get a new washer dryer, install 2 ceiling fans in my home, get a bunch of other things behind the scenes here that I've been able to do. I've been spending more time with my wife, which has been nice. All of these things thanks to you guys. If it all ends tomorrow and we go back to how it was before, where it's, not a lot of support every stream, it's okay. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. And I've enjoyed this ride. It's been an amazing, positive ride. Thank you for it. All right? But let's see what happens, okay? Tomorrow night, you guys should I'm playing Warzone for the first time. It's going to be a late night stream of Call of Duty Black Ops 6 Warzone. I have to do it solo. I had someone who was lined up interested in doing a team with me, but sadly they can't make it because of some stuff going on with their setup. So instead, I got to do it solo. That's actually why I didn't play Warzone last week. I was waiting, but now it seems like it sucks. I can't, they're not going to be ready in time. So I'm doing Warzone tomorrow night. It should be fun. I hope you'll join me for that. And it's always a good time with the Battle Royale stuff. I don't know if I'm going to like it. I guess we'll find out. But it should be a fun streaming day tomorrow, all right? The real question, will now other people step up and support the streams, or will the goal end, or the goal streak end? If it ends, it's okay. But I wanted to be as transparent as possible about what's going on. Not that people are shocked that, I didn't know it was going to end. Well, we got really far, 70, right? It would have been great if we keep it going. Imagine if this thing went another 3-4 months and we got to 276 and we topped the vest goal. You want to upset the trolls and detractors and make them eat crow. That would do it. They're already eating crow every day. They're so effing upset that I've been so successful. And, they're waiting in the wings to say, it finally ended. But it's okay if it does. Really, it's not the end of everything. It's not. We'll just go back to how we were and things will still be fine. The one big purchase I really have to make is a new PC. And after that, basically things will calm down a bit, I guess, and we'll go from there. But it's been a great ride. Tomorrow is an important day. Let's see what happens. Okay, everybody? Thank you so very much. Please have a good night. Enjoy the gameplay that I uploaded today. And I'll see you tomorrow for another full and fun day on stream. Peace out.